give a round of applause. You are one of the ordinary audience members. If you put your hands above your head and make a round of applause, you are really experts. 6 years has been a long time, and that's a journey of pursuing our dream. Today, we are here for this festive event, and that's our new start for our new journey going forward. On this new starting point, we are really excited, and I'm sure that the future of the company is going to be rosy. Now, let me give the floor to Mr. Chen Chun, co-founder of Creality and general manager of the company. Mr. Chen, please. Dear executives, distinguished guests, dear colleagues, in the past 2 months, we have suffered from the COVID-19 outbreak. The outbreak has had a major impact on our business. Now we are in the spring. This spring is going to be a season for recovery. I'm sure we're going to have a new chapter, a journey ahead. Today we are here to celebrate our 6th anniversary. And this room is in our office building. And this place is where we have been working hard for 6 years. I'm really grateful to all of you. Thanks for working hard with us. Meanwhile, on behalf of the whole company, I want to thank all the friends attending the event, either here or online. 风雨同舟又快行。 In the past 6 years, we have been exploring our high-tech. The company was founded in April 2014. The past 6 years has been a period of hard work and progress. We have seen ups and downs in our business, and in this industry of 3D printing, we have become a trailblazer. Our history is one of both challenges and success. Now we are in the 7th year. Since the start of the company, we have seen rapid growth. At this moment, we have a team of more than 1,000 people. Our progress could never have been possible without support from our partners. On this occasion, I want to thank all the partners and the friends for their constant support. Thank all of you. Our 6 years has been a period of development and growth. And these 6 years has also been marked by extraordinary achievements. We have selected some wonderful employees, and they will receive some awards. Looking at the past, we are optimistic and happy. Looking at the future, we are full of confidence. Our aspirations are being realized, and I'm sure that our current scale of business will be extended further. We already have multiple firms around the country, and the total production area is more than 20,000 square meters, and we have advanced R&D centers and 3D printing labs. Each month, we can produce more than 50,000 3D printers. Our products are sold in more than 100 countries and territories. In the past years, we have been committed to advancing the development of 3D printing, and we want to become a major contributor to the whole industry. We are happy to become such a company that's a key part of the industry, and for the future, we want to achieve more. I'm sure we can weather all the crises and overcome all the difficulties. The future is ours to create, and our dream will surely be achieved. Let's build on our success in the past 6 years and create a better tomorrow for the company and for the 3D printing industry. I'm sure with the hard work and support from all of you, our company will make a bigger difference on this special day. Let me tell you this. Starting from 2020, the company will donate $1 million to our special fund for each 3D printer we sell. This fund will be used for sharing our achievements with all the partners, and this fund will also be used as a method for giving back to society. I wish all of you health and prosperity. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to say thank you to our company, because with such a leader, our company will surely grow better and better. With his inspirational speech, I can see and I can feel that the company has grown from scratch and has grown little by little. I'm sure that it has gone through a lot of twists and turns and problems, difficulties. We cannot know all the details, but we can surely feel it from his speech. This is an extraordinary year. I'm sure that in this extraordinary year, Creality, I'm sure it will again fight all the storms and create new success. Let's give another round of applause to our Mr. Chen. For 6 years of glorious moments, we have adhered to our original aspiration. We've always been practicing the attitude of client foremost and to lead the idea of technology for good. High-tech is no longer inhumane machine and abstract concept. For 6 years, we have harvested a big base of supporter for Creality. Actually, earlier, when we were planning the 6th anniversary, we had received the greetings from across the world by our users, and let's now have a look at those videos.
是2019俄罗斯卡门世界技能大赛、未来技能大赛工业设计技术项目的选手彭家辉，由衷的感谢创想三维对大赛选手训练基地的支持。创想三维为我们带来了明确的设备和良好的服务，在创想三维成立6周年之际，我希望创想三维能够凭借精湛的技术，创造出更加辉煌的明天。我将与创想三维继续保持长远的战略合作伙伴关系。同时，你们也给了我很多帮助，感谢创想三维，我为你们加油！感谢创想三维对爱创中心学校3D 打印教育的重视和关心。祝创想三维再创辉煌，销售长虹。由衷的祝愿创想三维越办越好，越办越红火。作为创想三维的部长，衷心祝愿创想三维前途万荣，再次辉煌。祝你加油！我们衷心希望创想三维能越办越辉煌，继续取得更大的突破。加油，创想三维！ Happy birthday for your 6 years! Creality, a very happy 6th anniversary. In Spain, we wish you the best of the future and keep up the good work. Happy birthday again! Happy 6th anniversary, Creality.
Congratulations on your achievements and all the best for the future.
I'd like to say a big hello to everybody over the reality.
For its sixth anniversary, and thanks for creating an amazing campus. It's a perfect reality.
Great products, great service, great people. There's great results and it produces fantastic products, so I highly recommend it.
I'm here testing my new Creality, and I want to celebrate to give all my blessings to you who are celebrating the 60th birthday now in April. So all my blessings to you here from Brazil.
Many thanks to all these videos. I'm sure that after we see the greetings from and wishes from across the world, all of you, all our family that have been supporting our growth will share the same feeling as well. Creality will keep practicing the idea of putting the client as foremost and first, and we will produce high quality as a evangelist of 3D printer industry in return for the high expectation of our global supporter for Creality. Having farewell to the overcast winter, we are now bathed in spring sunshine and are enjoying an April of blossoms. April is the best season. In this hopeful spring season, let's enjoy the corporate anthem Creality era. And let's give a warm round of applause to our singers. Thank you. Thank you very much, our great singer, for this passionate song. This is the song of our company. I'm sure all of you are very familiar with this song. With the courage to conquer highest peak, let's march forward and navigate to difficulties. This song now resounds within us, and it shows the Creality spirit to keep forging forward and never give up. Let's give them another warm round of applause. With 6 years of struggling, we have underwent all those difficult entrepreneurship and startup days. We have witnessed all of this. In the past 6 years, we have achieved great success thanks to support and help of our friends from all walks of life. Also, our team that's dedicated, diligent, are also essential. There is a set of senior members have been working the company since day one. They've been making contribution. They've been striving hard. We can make our success today thanks to their hard work. And let's welcome a set of team and member from Zhang Huihui from the General Manager Office, Hu Xiaojun from the Second Sales Department, Liu Junmei from Financial Department, Xie Rong from Small Manufacturing Center, and Li Zhong from After Sales Center. Welcome them for the award. Also, let me invite Mr. Chen, Mr. Liu, Mr. Tang, and Mr. Ao to the stage to present awards to the award winners. I'm sure that Creality would grow better and better with this dedicated team and with their contribution. Creality would make more glorious achievements in the future. I would like to ask the award presenter to stand by the side of the winner so that we can take a picture. Let's give all these winners another warm round of applause, and also thank you to the presenters, the winners today. I'm sure they are very happy. So we can never skip this process. That is to ask them to say something upon winning this award. Zhang Huihui, would you please say something? I think she has a lot to say to our company and to our staff. Please, Zhang Huihui. My dear leaders, dear guests, dear family from Creality, good afternoon. It's my great delight to win this award. It's my great delight to win that. I would like to say thank you to the company for paying efforts to cultivate and develop me, and for their trust in me in past years. I would like to say thank you to the family of Creality and my colleagues for your support and help for me. I'm very grateful that in the past 4 years in this company, we have gone through all these difficulties, twists and turns, but we march forward with all these team having gone through all those difficulties. Thank you for your help and trust for my work. Thank you very much. I'm sure all of you would have an opportunity to win this award on this stage. I hope that going forward we can work harder hand in hand and make contribution to the future glory of Creality. And also I'd like to say happy anniversary to Creality, and I wish a even better future for our company. Thank you, all the winners. Please go back to the seats. I'm sure that looking forward to the future, we are faced with more and more formidable task, but it is also a new starting point. And I'm also sure that our family would fight all these difficulties and win better success and make their contribution to their part in the company development.
We have made much progress amid all the difficulties. This year marks the start of our new 5-year plan, and that's going to be a new journey. Now, let me give the floor to Mr. Liu Huilin, co-founder and VP of Creality. Mr. Liu is going to talk about how we can achieve faster global coordination and reshape value. Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, dear friends, either here or online, good afternoon. It's really a great pleasure to be here with all of you to celebrate the company's 6th anniversary. I'm going to talk about the company's past, present, and future. So my topic is how we can speed up global coordination and reshape value. So how should we understand this topic? As we know, 3D printing has been growing rapidly. In this process, we have achieved a lot, and the whole industry's growth has provided momentum for our growth. Our growth has been a key part of the industry's development. Going forward, we are going to work with more leading firms and good partners so that 3D printing can be applied in more scenarios. That's how we can join hands to make the whole industry better and stronger. As we mark this anniversary, I want to thank our users. Around the globe, we have a user base of 1 million, actually more than 1 million. And I want to thank our partners. We have close to 1,000 partners. By partners here, I mean our employees, members of our team. Plus, I want to thank our other partners. Here, I mean our partners in the whole industry. Along the industry chain, we have more than 300 partners. And I want to thank our friends from all walks of life for their supporting and care. We have never forgotten why we started in the first place, and we have been trying to live up to our mission. We want to become an evangelist for 3D printing. Being this evangelist means that we want to ensure that the convenience of 3D printing can benefit everybody. All the past achievements could pave the way for future success. And in the first phase of our growth, we did a good job. the annual shipments ranked number 1 around the country, and we stayed on the top of the league table for consumer-grade 3D printers. So the first phase ended in April 2014. Oh, actually, the first phase started in April 2014 and ended in April 2019. Between 2019 and 2024, we are in the second phase. In this phase, we are going to become a stronger firm, and we aim to become the number 1 3D printer company by sales volume. Going forward, we are going to focus more on products. R&D will receive more spending. We have done a lot of bottom-level studies. For applications, we need to work harder. And for products, we want to create more value added from products. The cost effectiveness of our products will be higher. And our products will be more tech incentive. We are going to give more prominence to our brand and services. A good reputation among users is our best image. We want to ensure that our brand value can be based on this reputation. Around the world, we want to have our brand as a household name among users. And for services, we want to ensure that we can resolve all the issues for our users. That's how we can create constant value for users. That's not a slogan. That's what we are going to do in everyday work. In 2019, we achieved a lot. The annual shipments increased to 530,000, up from 270,000 in 2018. And our products were sold in 106 countries and territories, up from 60 in 2018. Our team grew from 500 people in 2018 to more than 800 people in 2019. As for our operating results, we achieved a more than 100% increase in 2019 year on year, and we have developed or deployed some facilities in many parts of the country. And our operation area increased by 65% in 2019 year on year. Going forward, looking at the next 5 years, we are sure that we can become stronger, building on all the past achievements. We want to ensure that our products can speak for themselves. We want to exceed the expectations of users. When users use our products, they can enjoy. In 2019, we set up our research institute. We have a research team of more than 100 people. R&D spending has been doubled. In hardware and software, we have our core IPRs. In branding, we took some new measures in 2019. For example, when we marked the 5th anniversary, we released some new products, and we went to some countryside areas in Guizhou for educational donations, and we received a lot of feedback from our users. In 2019, we received some honors, including the famous brand of Shenzhen and the top 20 high-growth, high-tech brands in Shenzhen, top 50 brands for high-growth tech brands in China, and we were among the top 2 best 3D printer brands selected by Forbes.
在营销市场方面，
As for
国
marketing,
内国外双线并行，
we have taken
中海业务
a two-pronged approach.
国内市场，业务
Overseas business has been thriving.
热到欧洲、
First, we started in the Chinese market, and now our business is in a lot of parts of the world. You can look at this map. We have business in North America,
同时呢，在
South
日本、韩
America,
国、西班牙、
India, China, across China, Russia, and
加拿
Australia.
大等地呈现了高速的增长。
Growth has been rapid in all those countries
2019
and
年
territories.
南非、
In
南美等地区，
2019, our growth was really very fast in, for example, India, Brazil,
成功的经验
and some other countries
来反哺
and
业务
territories.
开始布局了国内的
We have
主要省市。
deployed our presence in more cities here in China after we succeeded in overseas markets. We have our subsidiaries in Shanghai, Wuhan, Xi'an, Chengdu, and we are planning more.
一核两翼又协同，这指的什么？创想
Our strategies can be summarized as 1, 2, 6, 1 core, 2 wings, and 6 kinds of coordination.
深圳团队来
Our Wuhan team
创想与
started our cloud platform.
模型
This cloud platform
聚成，海量的模型可以
could support
上传下载，
a massive quantity
智能手机
of
监控与
modes,
管理
and we can support the management of the whole system on the cell phone.
创想云平台
Plus,
可以
our cloud platform
批量的控制
can
3D 打印机
support batch control of 3D printers.
连续作业的
There can be continuous operation without any human intervention.
测试的阶段，
This platform has entered the testing phase.
正式上线。
We expect to have this online in the second quarter of 2020.
刚才总结了一下2019年我们做的一些铺垫，未来呢？
In the future, I
主要还
suppose
是要一坚持
we need to
坚持以产品和品牌
stick
双
to
人驱动，
the two-pronged approach of both products and services. And we are gonna promote new growth in 3 aspects.
专注做
First,
深做精消费级 3D 打印机现有
we should dig deeper
业务，抢
and
占
provide
好
better business
行业的绝对的市
for
场地位。
consumers
第二个呢，
as a consumer-grade 3D printer
深耕行业的应用与发展，
provider.
打造
Plus,
从实
we are
验
gonna
到
explore more in the
所以
in the
就
industry,
到我们应用的
from the lab
一站
to the workshop
全面的综合解决
and
方案。
to application scenarios. We should have an all-in-one solution.
完善产业链。从
In addition,
3D 打印设
we are
备
gonna
为主
improve
逐步
the
地
industry
配合
chain,
3D 打印耗材、
going
配
from
件
devices,
及 3D 打印
filaments,
创作周边
fixtures.
产品。
We should develop more services and business regarding software and peripheral
我
devices.
们过去的第一个5年，2019年是
So the past 5 years, actually the past 5 years has been great. Today we are here to celebrate the 6th anniversary.
在这个疫情
For the next
是一种危机，
5 years,
对公司来说也是
we must
在疫情
look at all the new parameters and dynamics. As we all know, the COVID-19 outbreak has been really painful.
3月28日，
On
三维第一时间向
January 28th, our company donated 300,000 yuan to the Wuhan Charity Association. On January
1.22万，
31st, we donated 112.2 yuan to Hubei Charity Association.
机会也是一种考验。
The virus
对机会来说，
has been
怎么理解？
very bad, but we need to make the best of the current pandemic.
3D 打印机是在
According to some feedback we receive from the market, we know that 3D printing has played a key role in combating the virus. For example, some companies have 3D printed medical supplies. Between February 3rd and 9th, we started working online, and on February 10th, we became one of the first companies to resume work offline, and our efforts really paid off. Between February 10th and March 10th, we arranged for a lot of staff members to ensure that our full capacity can be achieved. And in March, we did more to ensure that we could run at full capacity. That could ensure a steady supply. I want to thank all of you for your hard work and devotion.
Currently, our production has gone beyond our original expectation, and we have fully reopened and resumed our business. Besides, we have been trying hard to help the world to fight the pandemic. Back to 8th of February, we had designed the clip for the 3D printable mask and the goggles. We have made these documents open source so that more users can have access to these. Currently, we have around 43,000 records for the clip of the mask. All these have been printing continually. On the overseas market on the 13th of February, we have collected the documents for printing the goggles and mask, and we have procured the copyright of these documents and shared it with the world. And also to Spain, Norway, etc., we have donated a set of 3D printers and filament so that they can print medical supplies by their own. On the 18th of March, when China's made a milestone in fighting this pandemic, we translated China's experience in fighting the pandemic and share it with our clients, users, and our friends overseas. At the same time, we also donated 50,000 facial masks to other countries. Now we are still in the process of collecting and soliciting resources from the society to support other countries in terms of like masks, etc. With the challenge of the pandemic, Creality has always been working hard and been dedicated to that. From to the volunteers and hospitals that were fighting hard in the front line in Wuhan from Shenzhen, we provided a lot of supplies and equipment for these hospitals, including several Shenzhen hospitals. And also we have sent our greetings and wishes to all the hospital medics that are fighting in Wuhan. Also, we have given support to some pioneers and friends that are fighting in the pandemic in other countries from this industry. We have sent our greetings and asked them whether what we can help, and we haven't received any response. So with this opportunity, I would like to say to anyone that are in need of such equipment and filament, if you have such a request and demand or need, contact us. And we hope that we can continue with this work, and we can offer help to our friends in this industry from other country and our users and friends. We will always be fighting hand in hand with our friends from across the world in this fight against COVID-19. Our efforts knows no border. So this is all we've done in the pandemic. Those have with a vision can push forward steadily. Those push forward steadily can go further. So here, we always been adhering to our core values of win-win, etc. And we would never be swayed by any challenge. We're sure that any effort that we've made will surely make a difference to the world. In the future, Creality, for our future, what would be the next step for us? We'll keep making good products. The comments from our clients are the best testimony. We will keep providing valuable products for our clients. Secondly, we have a professional team to follow up with the needs of our clients until they are satisfied. And thirdly, we are willing to invest 100% resources and efforts for each tiny bit of progress. Fourthly, we are willing to invest 200% of resources and efforts as long as we can help even a tiny bit of progress in our client side. And as for overseas markets, service is an important part. We focus on 3 aspects. We have a systematic after-sales service follow-up so that they would have no worry. And also, we would integrate online and offline. We will have a high-frequency interaction on the e-commerce platform. We also would have personnel to serve and follow up on the respective 5 regions. In the future, we would be persistent in cultivating Chinese market and push the overall progress of the 3D printing industry in China. We also need to penetrating in the overseas market so that we will be available whenever they need it. They need 3D printing. We also would push forward to build our brand so that it become a preference brand. We'd also push forward for more scenario application for 3D printer so as to contribute our bit in 3D printing industry in China and Made in China 2025. We would also keep forward to push forward the prevalence and popularity of 3D printing in the world and hope that we can work hand in hand with our friends from other countries for that. We keep expanding our market and also keep improving our own capability. All our users and our friends can surely feel that this year we are fulfilling a digitalized informalization management. So as to safeguard our development, we have introduced and engaged a well-known consultancy to improve our procedure, to standardize our procedure and have a digitalized management so that we can meet all the needs from the fast growth of the market. From 2014 to 2016, this is the second 5-year of our company. All our staff from Creality, we have jointly created miracles. In this second 5-year, I hope that with our joint efforts, we can fulfill the following targets. First of all, to hit a production capacity of 2 million units in 3 years, and to become the #1 3D printer brand in the world for consumable grade, and also to become the biggest 3D printer brand in terms of sales. We not only pay attention to the sales, but also to its reputation. We need the efforts of all our staff to push for our IPO so that we can get listed in Asia, start in China as soon. We all must experience something so that we can feel proud for that later, and I hope that experience is with Creality. Last, just as the slogan shows, let's all working hard for our pursuit of the dream with new aspiration awakened. Thank you for the wonderful speech. I'm sure that all of you have got a general idea about the next 5-year plan already. It is impressive for me to hear that he said not only for the corporate, for country, but also for our own self, we need to carry forward the Chinese spirits and to build the power of Chinese bronze so that Chinese bronze can play a bigger role in the world. So here, with the power to fulfill the dream, I'm sure we can have a ever brighter future. I'm sure you all share this feeling, and please give some applause if you share this feeling. With the 6 years of honor, we have been pursuing our dreams. The 6 years is like a touching rhythm. It's also like an epic story. It is unforgettable memory and filled of thought-provoking stories. Now let's turn to the screen and let's follow the sand painting artists to have a look back, to have an experience again into the 6 years journey of Creality.
现在用了一半，好像要换了吧？好费
电。现在换吧。那现在换吧，你帮我换一下，反正你
这随时会说话的呀，来，怕开多久啊？这个？
多少次失去了方向，曾经多少次幻灭了梦想，如今我已不再感到迷茫，我要绕着生命的街道，我想要怒放的生命。是不是飞翔在辽阔天空？是不是穿行在不变的光线，终究挣脱一切的力量？我想要怒放的生命，就是伫立在彩虹之巅，就是穿行在璀璨的星河，拥有超越平凡的力量。我想要怒放的生命，就是飞翔在辽阔天空，就是穿行在不变的光年，终究超脱一切的力量。我想要怒放的生命，就是伫立在彩虹之巅，就是穿行在璀璨的星河，终究超越平凡的力量。
充满希望的世界到底在哪里？如果它真的存在，那么我一定会去。我想在那里最高的山峰矗立，不在乎它是不是什么效应。欲望真用力爱它感到自立，不求任何人满意，只要对得起自己。关于理想，我从来没选择放弃，即使在会有突变的日子里。也许我没有天分，但我有梦的天真，我将会去证明用我的真。也许我手比较笨，但我愿不停探寻，付出所有的青春，不留遗憾。向前看，迎着流年的嘲笑，生命的光芒不经历磨难，怎能感到命运它无法让我们归地球人？就算现实怎么让我们继续爬，带着世界的骄傲，生命的闪耀不离寂寞，难怎能感到与其苟延残喘，不如早起燃烧了，有一天会再发芽。 有福的表现。只要一息相自信，我只是觉在天色破晓之前，我们要更加勇敢，等待日出是最耀眼的瞬间。向前看，迎着冷夜和朝向，生命的光芒不离寂寞，难怎能感到命运它无法让我们跪地求饶，就算鲜血洒满了我们，继续跑。你怎能看到雨季苟延残喘，不如放弃人生，有一天会再发芽，不妥协直到天亮。
好的，谢谢。好，非常感谢沙画师的一番神仙打架的一番非常不错的表演。时光荏苒，岁月如梭，6年我风雨岁
6
月，
years
在
has
我们
passed
始终充满
since we
了
started,
憧憬。
but we have always been passionate. Our original aspirations have never been forgotten. And the sun paintings took us back in memories. We need to remember our past, and we need to remain confident for the future. So today, our family will get a new member. This is our IP mascot. This IP mascot is called Kuva. Really cute. So you must want to see what Kuva looks like. So for that, we have our IP show for the debut of Kuva. Now let's look at the big screen.
大家好，我叫库维，我的英文名字是库瓦，我是创想的吉祥物，很高兴认识大家，大家给一笔小心心。这也太
都要换这吃，正常的，跟刚刚一样。
好的，保证完成任务。加油，加油，冲呀！
啊，接收器，接收，就一个，我们这就一个。
谢谢，想想就好开心。这个没问题。哈哈哈，太好笑了，我要笑死了。谢谢，太谢谢你了。阿丽啊，你真的棒棒的。
耗材。
好的，谢谢，非常感谢我们看到了如此可爱的这一个非常
Thank you for this beautiful design of Cuba. Let's invite the manager from Brown Department, Mr. Han. With a warm applause, he will give a detailed introduction. 没资料的这种，对呀，品牌部的。Good afternoon to our audience here and online. Today it's my great delight to present Cuba to all of you. From the first client to the 1 million client base, we were thinking about how to connect to our clients and how to build up their loyalty. What else can we provide apart from a high quality service and products? I think we need to have an emotional connection and the recognition of culture. We hope that in the future we can touch your hearts. Technology knows no border, and it can cross all races and all people. All brand culture will become a good bridge for connecting. Here, IP is actually a good tool to connect that. Let's have a present of this quiver. Quiver, as you can see today, is very cute. The eyes here are in the shape of our logo of the brand. It represents justice and safeguarding of our future. It has some keywords. First of all, technology, being internationalized, just, and future-oriented. This is very consistent with our brand image. I'm sure that it will promote the progress of our industry, of the world, and our society. We hope that with this IP, with this quiver, and which is 3D printed, I hope that it would be along our sides forever and accompany all of us in our growth and the growth of the industry. Later, we will extend this IP into audios, flash, or animation and derivative products. I hope that this image will become a symbol of our brand, enable us to connect and communicate with the outside world. I'm sure it will become the spokesman of our brand, and I'm sure it will present us more and bigger surprise in the future. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Han, for the outstanding presentation. Please, I would like to ask those ladies to present it to all of you. And you see that it is very cute, very adorable. This is the power of brand to communicate our brand culture. It has a high-tech look. It can vividly convey the image of our brand as a 3D printing brand. I'm sure that it will instill and convey the power of our brand to all of the users. In the future, we'll keep improving our high-tech power, and by that, we had cooperated with prestigious universities and research institutes, and we have set up large R&D centers, labs, and Creality research institutes, and integrated platform for university research institute cooperation. We would like to strive harder for meet ever increasing need in the world for this. It will be integrated into also to meet the needs in terms of education, high-tech aviation, etc. We would like to extend along it to plus the brand with the high-tech, with decentralization, globalization, etc. In the future, next, we would like to invite Mr. Tan, the Vice President, to present you the new product that we are going to launch today. Dear leaders and guests, dear family from Creality, good afternoon. Technology is the first production power. Creativity and innovation is the first power to lead development of corporates. Innovation is to safeguard the survival of corporates and its growth. Since day one, we have taken innovation as our first priority. In the past years, we have keep investing more to improve our technology R&D capability. We've cooperated with multiple universities and research institutes, and we've also set up platform rhythm. That is a platform for joint academic industry cooperation. And also we've set up Creality Research Institute and major labs. So we have now an integrated system of production, design, and research. Now we have launched roughly one product per month to meet ever increasing need for 3D printing in culture, education, aviation, etc. CR 61, etc. will be launched today in this live broadcasting. I'm sure you would see a lot of surprises. Next, Mr. Tang, a senior product manager from Creality, will come here to give you a detailed introduction. Dear leaders, dear colleagues, and our dear family from Creality, good afternoon. Our dear online friends and clients, good afternoon. Next, let me introduce to you the 6 new products on the 6th anniversary. In 2020, in this special year, as we have this pandemic, the sales of Creality in past months have created new record because everyone is staying at home and they need to have the 3D printing to enjoy at home. We have launched 6 new products. CR 200 integrated products, CR 3D offline printing, and 6 quick printing, and CR 6 CE Max, which is a leading technology power and also a very popular one, and the 3 upgrading version, and the 3 V2, and also integrated version CR5 Pro. These are a rich range of products and can meet the different and various needs of our clients. Previously, Creality products were mainly DIY products, which gained much popularity. Now, besides DIY, in terms of integrated one-piece and smaller industrialized size products are also launched by our company. Let me give you some introduction. The first one is the CR200 integrated one-piece 3D printer. It has a very neat appearance. But with that neat size, you can enjoy the fun of 3D printing. We have 2 printing sizes. The first one is the smaller one, and we have these 2. We have different printing sizes you can see from the screen. We have very different product combination. Previously, it mainly features black, and it is a little bit boring. But now, as you display at home, in order to better integrate it in your home, you will see more colors on our products, so that they can meet the needs on this. And here it is transparent on all rounds. You can see from inside. In the past year, the classic blue is the keynote color, and now this new mode has become a very neat home product. This is the appearance that we made. So you can see that we can meet the new needs of customer. The appearance is no longer boring. It is wholly closed up. We have a internal ventilation system to guarantee that there is a stable temperature to improve the quality of printing. And this is a streamlined and integrated industrial design, so that the product is more consistent. In the future, the functions are also the same, as it will automatically resume after the power is resumed and after the filament is refilled. As for silent chipset, you see, and we see that we have a higher and higher standard for sound protection. So we have now integrated with a silent chipsets and improved the performance accordingly. Besides, also we add a LED light system. which means that in printing you see every tiny bit of details. Previously, in the evening, you will not see all the details of printing, but now you can do that. And also to improve the human-machine interaction, we have all upgraded the UI interaction parts, and it supports both Chinese and English so that you can better use it. And another one is the CR30 Infinite 3D. In the pandemic, there is great need for printing mask, clip of masks, etc. To have massive production previously, we needed many printers, but now we launched the Infinite 3D printer, CR30. It supports batch production, and this is the print size that's 258 and 180, and it is an infinite mode, which means that it will continue and going on, and the precision is quite good. And also to support continual printing, the maximum length is 100 meter for 724. For example, if you would like to print a bigger size mode, it is workable also. Some smaller companies or some individual users would like to make a small factory for a small quantity production. So this machine can meet the needs for consumable products or for children products, etc. In the design, to guarantee that it will be more endurable, we use the heat endurable belt. It is more endurable, and besides, we also have install or use the sound and silent chipsets for mainboard. This is developed by our own. It can fend off the noises. Of course, for infinite printing, we needed to support a remote monitoring because the clients would need to consider whether it enables us to monitor from a remote side. How's that function? So we support that, including a Wi-Fi mode and camera module. It enables us for remote monitoring and improve the connectivity experience. So here, the offline and the Wi-Fi and infinite printing is enabled with better human-machine experience. The other one, the Ender 6 speedy printing. Only speed is the invincible. So we are wondering why we need to take such a long time to print one product. Sometimes it needs to be printed overnight. To meet such a need, we launched a speedy printer. The design is, in the old terms, DIY Plus, which means that based on DIY, we upgrade its appearance, neat appearance, and also a close-up environment. The overall printing method is also can be done on cloud or with SD card.
You can look at that. The printer size is 250 by 250 by 400. The whole appearance still feel like DIY, and the whole exterior feels integrated. The material is acrylic. The strength is very high structurally. We consider both structural strength and human-machine interaction. For that, we use injection molding corners for better protection at the corners. I mean, when the machine is placed in the room, there could be some very sharp corners. We need to seal those corners. And you can see the printing status very clearly. As I mentioned, the printing size is 250 by 250 by 400. It's adequate to support your 3D imagination. So what's the really desired effect. With this machine, you can achieve 3 times faster 3D printing. Creality 6th year. This is an entirely innovative product. You can look at the printing size in this table, and there are some details worth mentioning. The whole machine uses an integrated design, and the modules are properly arranged. You can assemble the whole machine in 5 minutes time, and then you are good to go. That can eliminate all the hassle in installation and getting the machine up running. We also have the quick leveling function. You can look at this. Actually, the formal name is Intelligent Leveling Free Tech. We have a smart sensor for that function, and the printing quality can be improved greatly. In the past, a 3D printer might need a lot of time for leveling, but now that's only history. For the printing head of the nozzle, we have a modular nozzle. This kind of nozzle is quite easy to maintain. We have entirely new design. CR6 has a versatile modular nozzle that's very easy for replacing parts that could save time and efforts in maintenance. And we also have an ultra silent design for the nozzle. On this page, you can see this picture showing an emulation. the temperature could be controlled very effectively. Heat dissipation efficiency can be improved by 30%, and that could translate into better printing quality. As for extruding, that could be tricky. And at our institute, we have this new mechanism, and there could be only one hand for filling in the filaments. We have the dual Z-axis and timing belt that can ensure excellent stability. Vibration could lead to errors in printing. Stability really matters. With this kind of design, we can achieve an excellent level of stability. Apart from all those innovations, or rather, based on those innovations, we can achieve very pleasant human-machine interaction. For example, the belt can be adjusted as time goes by so that printing quality can be kept at a high level. And that can be adjusted single-handedly. On the y-axis, the width has been extended by 50%. That can ensure better printing quality. We care about user experience. We have heard some opinions from users. That's why we provide a tool set together with this product. And there is a box for putting all the tools. And there is a very convenient handle for customized profiles. And we can look at this page showing this design. It's quite simple and quite presentable. The whole machine is also more portable. As for the filament frag, there can be more flexibility. Actually, that's the filament frame. All these details can ensure a much better user experience and improve human-machine interaction. So that's pretty much how we have optimized the design for CR6. Again, CR6 is for our 6th anniversary. Place an order now. People may love CR6, but the printing size may not be enough. Don't worry. That's where CR6 Max comes in. Their product has a larger printing size, 300 by 300 by 350. That's not enough? Okay, we have customization for you. The whole appearance will change, and that's only for you. If you have any requirement for customization, you can benefit from this service. So these are the products for marking our 6th anniversary. You can go to our crowdfunding platform to get the latest products. Vendor 3 was a popular product back in 2019. We have now upgraded this. Its functionality, its cost effectiveness and all the other factors are wonderful. The printing size and the molding tech are the same, and the whole design is integrated. Installation and maintenance are very easy, actually much easier than before. Now we have the integrated design. The appearance is much simpler. There is less cables and wires exposed. For better safety, we have designed a built-in power supply. To better meet user demand, we have upgraded the heating plate, and the platform is made of carborundum. You can look at this graph showing the temperature. We have an entirely new silence board, and the noise reduction effects could be faster and more obvious. And the power supply can range from 115 to 230 volts. Based on all this, we have done a lot of optimizations. Those optimizations are based on user feedback. On the x-axis and the y-axis, you can adjust the tension of the belt. Also, there is a toolbox. As for filament delivery and extrusion, we have added a new component, and for extrusion, this function can be used by this button. This button can be turned very quickly. And drawing on our superb supply chain, we have much better UI, and we have entirely new elements for UI interaction. Operations could be much easier, and the user experience could benefit as a result. So all those new functions will make sure the product continue enjoying popularity. As for DIY and DIY Plus, we really care about user experience. I mean, DIY is one scene, whole machines are another scene. We care about both. Look at this page showing CR5, and actually we have CR5 Pro. It's an entirely new upgrade to CR5, and we have a new color, ivory white, and the whole machine looks more elegant. The whole design is integrated. The frame is actually a metal plate frame, and we care about improving quality. For the belt, we use imported gas belt. You can look at this page. Actually, there is multiple transparent sides. You can look inside. Vibration could be reduced by a large margin, and stability could benefit.
And also, it is an industrial size printing. It is 300 by 225 and 380. So it can meet all your expectation for dimensions. And also for the controller, a good product requires good brain. So here we have a 2560 main controller chipsets enabling speedy printing etc. And also we have upgraded the heat dissipation function. Here, there is also a carbon random glass platform. The leveriness is around 0.1 millimeter. The base of the model will be neater, will be more precise. There is no warping in printing, and it can be usable. Based on that, we add some user-friendly design. For example, there is a 4.3-inch touch screen to simplify the operation. We also upgrade the UI interface. It also enables you to change between Chinese and English. And we also added the LED lighting, and you may turn it on at any time to see the details of printing. This is the CR5 Polo functions and selling points. Good experience, high precision, big printing size, and enhanced stability across structure, more stable power, and easier to remove model. And we also add some intelligent designs and functions. This is the presentation for the 6 new products. On the live broadcasting platform, you may also see the new products through that platform. Welcome all of you to have a closer look, and I also welcome all our clients and users to contact our salesperson and to place order now. You can join the crowdfunding. Thank you for the presentation for the new products. I'm sure you all feel very satisfied with that, because these are truly great and wonderful products. With a vivid and detailed introduction, I feel that Creality has never stopped in innovating its functions and products. In the future, it would make more investment in R&D to improve technology innovation capacity and to set up a new segment for the premium or high-end manufacturing sector in China and make its own part in supporting that in China. We also see that Creality always being centering on the need of clients, and it uses a Internet Plus technology to integrate all resources on this platform, and it will become a full platform for marketing, sales, and support. So here, the users can have better experience and more integrated service. Next, I would like to invite another leader to introduce to you our e-commerce platform for Creality, Mr. Ao. Let's invite him to have an introduction. 这都没有 PPT 的。Good afternoon, dear friends, dear guests, and dear family from Creality. I'm deeply touched by 2 things today, and I now understand why Creality is able to grow at this fast speed in past 6 years. First of all, in this morning, one of our staff came to the factory for production during the epidemic control period by cycling for 2 hours. And some staff also got up early at 6 a.m. to give our other staff a ride so that they can come here for production. Secondly, this afternoon we played the videos by our clients from other countries. We saw their wishes and greeting. I can feel and I can see their feelings and their greetings. Thank you to all of them. I've been thinking about one question. What can we offer to our clients? In 2018, Creality set up a overseas e-commerce platform which was open on Thanksgiving Day. Last year, we engaged the live broadcasting function. All this plus the AV platform that not yet go online. All this will enable us to better understand the need of our clients and to better communicate with them on any issues. I believe in one thing. Even if our client would like to get a piece of the moon, and even if we cannot reach the moon, but we need to try our best to give him a ladder so that he can try with his best efforts. That's what we did last year. We've been planning for e-commerce platform of our own. We hope that this e-commerce platform will become a platform for clients to share their shopping experience and to enable quicker response and feedback after they have bought the products. We would try our best to meet any need of our clients. Our company has been practicing the idea that we are determined to become the evangelist of 3D printing industry and carry forward the idea of win-win responsibility, etc. Now I declare the Creality e-commerce platform open. If there is any defect and shortcoming on the e-commerce platform, I hope that you can always give us your advice so that we can solve the problems and for you. Thank you, Mr. Ao, for your sincere introduction. Online sales platform has become a popular trend. A lot of corporates are resorting to multiple channels to market and sell their products. I'm sure that this company of innovative technology will surely make success with the e-commerce platform. Thank you, Mr. Ao, for your introduction. We are now very confident with the e-commerce platform. Next, we'd like to invite Mr. Chen, Mr. Liu, Mr. Tang, Mr. Ao, and Mr. Guo from our partner company, ComGrow, to kick off this platform, the e-commerce platform.
好，那么接下来有请我们的各位领导将您代表着财富的正水，或者是代表着金钱的左手，来放在我们的
your right hand or left hand, which features the wealth. Put it near closely to that touch and don't touch it yet. Just put it there. Let's have a countdown of 5, and then they will put it on that surface. So countdown from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to the opening of Creality e-commerce platform. April the 9th marks the opening of the e-commerce platform. It will become an unforgettable moment in the history of Creality, and please stay there for the cameraman to take a picture.
好的，谢谢。可以取下口罩吗？来，可以取下口罩来。
Please remove your facial mask. It's much fun to take another picture. Thumbs up. Congratulations to all of you, all the leaders. Please take your seats. It is an extraordinary day for Creality, as it marks all the massive picture of growth of 6 years. It will become a unique moment for all of us in our memory. Next, we would like to invite the Creality staff that were born on this anniversary day. And let's invite all those staff that share the same birthday. The two lucky staff that share the same birthday, please quickly come to the stage. April 9th, very wonderful day. We have another one, the other one, right? And again, let's invite Mr. Chen to present some gifts to these two. And please come to the stage. And Mr. Chen, so happy birthday. And in this touching moment, please take a picture. Ready? And again, our best wishes to Creality and Creality family. Wish all of you happy family and nice career. Please stay. And Mr. Chen, please stay here. Next, I think maybe April the 9th is a very ordinary day for most other people, but it is a special day for Creality staff because it marks when Creality was born. So we would like to invite all the founders to the stage, and I would like to ask the two staff on the stage to share or to divide the birthday cakes. Let me invite all the founders and executives to the stage. It is a huge cake. I would like to ask all the founders to the stage to join these two staff for the cake so that I would like to ask all these senior executives and founders to share the cakes, to cut the cakes. And happy birthday to Creality.
Let's take a group photo together on the stage. Now please pose for a photo. Look here. So Let's sing Happy Birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Creality.
迫不及待。好，各位同道别忘记了，要不要摘下口罩来合影一次？哦，蛋糕。
You can remove your masks for the
非
photo.
常特殊的时期，但是呢，我们同样想把自己最帅、
Masks could be
的笑容留在
safe,
此刻。
but you wanna keep your smiles
非
on the
常值得
photo.
纪念的日子。好，来看向我们的摄影师。
Please look at the camera.
3、2、1，准备好。
3, 2, 1.
好，谢谢，谢谢。
Thanks.
谢谢我们的领导。
Thank all of you.
谢谢我们的寿星，可以在台下稍事休息一下。好，今天呢，我们
Please be seated.
去一堂，今天我们欢聚
Today
一起庆祝
we are here to celebrate the 6th anniversary of Creality.
为创想的家人朋友的生日。
And we also have a few colleagues who have the same birthday as our company. On this special day, we remember our history. We also look into the future. Now, I want to ask all of you present here to come to the stage and take a large group photo. So maybe our executives can determine where to stand on the stage. All the executives should wear our uniform. That makes us look like a real family. So please set up the stage. Oh, actually, we should just stand in the room for this photo. How can we arrange the positions? Still, let's do this on the stage. Our female colleagues, please come to the stage first. We have enough room on the stage. Okay, our female colleagues are also already on the stage. Where are our male colleagues? Please come here.
对对对，第二排第二排往第一排前面走，对不对？一定要靠近哦。然后对，因为场地有限，在。
Please stay closer.
还再往这边靠拢一点，对，一点点就好。
Stay closer.
好。他已经给他安排一个了，对，然后让来主管，您可能跟这个王主管跟那个对李经理，对换一下来，那个对，韩经理快点。没看到韩经理。好的。再加一张。不用找，再画。没关系。好的。李经理，对，您进来一点点哈，进来一点点，好。要不让李经理您出来，来跟我们这边来，对，再出来。对，叶经理您也出来，对，好，刘导，对，很好，好，对，好的。好，还是那句话，等一下那个咱们这边可能会就是唐经理们要往这边来，因为太靠边出去了，对。然后后面的话，等我靠谱一下哈，对，何经理，对，那个韩经理，您过来一点点，一点点就好，了，对，很棒了，都差不多可以了哈。后排这边啊，注意看我一下，是雷主管，对，尽量头部往人的中间出来啊，我们尽快结束这个合影啊。这边的话再往前走一下，谢谢。对，好的，已经 OK 了，基本上可以了。来，那个经理，要不要靠近？对不起，那个这边这个提示器可以搬走吗？对。那个。
那些矿泉水瓶子要清一下。
没事，后面没事啊。可以，基本上可以了，对吧？你看一下镜头。翻吧，这是什么翻吧？什么东西？没事。对，在国外。准备好了吗？好，准备好，一下，来，3、2、1，好，再给我几张，对，头都不要抬太高哦，对，好的，再来，好，我们把口罩拿下来，庐山真面目，对。好，雷主管，那个林小姐，要管对高起来出来啊！我刚刚没看到。好，看我啊！好，准备，3、2、1，开始。不眨眼睛，不要眨眼睛哦。再来。OK，选择3。 啊，喊个口号吧，先不走开。咱们创想最有战斗力的口号是什么？创造现实，成就梦想。好，就这个好不好？我喊3、2、1哈。好，3、2、1，开始。创造现实，成就梦想。耶！好，要不再来一条，好不好？好，准备。好，3、2、1，开始。创造现实，成就梦想。耶！非常棒，谢谢。我们虽然这个
好，各位刚才在我们现场的各位家人朋友们，我们的创想的家人朋友们，我们稍后呢就在这个位置，同样就是说我们稍后我们的外面是有自助餐，稍后我们将自助外面挑选了自己喜欢吃的食物，然后可以进来坐着吃，并且我们在台上呢会为大家来准备了非常精彩的演艺活动，有歌手唱歌，有乐器表演，有萨克斯有小提琴大提琴的演奏。那么各位家人朋友们可以在外面挑选自己喜欢吃的食物，然后端进来，在我们的下面的座椅处坐下来欣赏我们今天为各位安排的节目。
还有吗？也没有了。那接下来就是吃东西。明白。对，我是说你这边的话，等我外面。
大家好，因为就是我们现在可能如果大家现在是要出去自助餐的话，现在先可以稍微休息一下，然后在我们场内找一些先休息一下，我们外面也在准备着非常丰盛的自助餐在这里。大家干嘛？比平时应该人流量要多很多。
但是现在这个时候刚好是最多时候有多少人？对，美国的时候12点，最多的12点，同时在线170人。一个是你看那个就是那个吉祥物嘛，在品牌里面真实的项目。哦。就是那个。而且不是你现在去吃饭的东西吧，好像是这些。现在要回来对吧？没有了，应该没有了。那个没有了，你必须有小东西让你去买。还可以。